Okay, so it's time. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. I see that there are still some people joining. Uh, so my name is Varun Patel, and I'm the CEO of Spokes Digital. Spokes Digital is the leading provider of digital marketing services for cannabis and hemp CBD industry. Today we are presenting the topic on holiday planning strategies for cannabis and hemp CBD industry. So this was a topic because we are already in the month of November and it's a holiday season. So we wanted to help participants that how can they probably improve their sales in this holiday season, and maybe some of the strategies that have worked for us may help all of us to improve the sales online. So it will be presented by me and Lauren LaPlante, who's Chief Growth Officer of the company. We would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box in your Zoom control panel. We will bring them up during the presentation, and we will also have time for questions at the end. And as always, a recorded version of this webinar will be available on our Spokes Digital website. So now, without further ado, we will start with the presentation. So Lauren, it's over to you now.
Thank you, Varun. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us, taking an hour out of your day to listen to our content. And we'll go ahead and share the presentation. So as Varun mentioned, it's very timely to talk about holiday planning. Some of you may already be planning for the holidays. So let's go to the next slide. And we always start our webinars with a quote. So this is from Howard Gossage. People don't read advertising, they read what interests them, and sometimes that's advertising. So the point I want to make about this is that your words are important. They can really grab people, especially, online. We're very focused on keywords. What are people searching for? But also images. Images are very grabbing, right? Especially in our industry, we want to show images of people feeling relaxed, de-stressed, if their issue is anxiety or pain, for example, and even showing them in pleasure. Next slide. Okay, so another hallmark of our webinars is that we show the statistics, just looking at how, why is this subject important? I think we all know, but it's really interesting to see some of the numbers there. So I've highlighted some where it says over 165 million consumers shopped between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday in 2019. And I think it's fair to say that a lot more will be shopping online this year, given the COVID situation. Another statistic I want to highlight is the Cyber Monday in 2019 was the highest single day of sales in history, totaling 9.4 billion. So you really want to get yourselves ready for that, Thanksgiving weekend, the Blackout Wednesday, the Black Friday, and the Cyber Monday. You also see there, I want to point out that there were $2.8 billion in sales between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. on Cyber Monday. So people really tend to do their kind of late evening, late night shopping on Monday night before they go back to work after the long weekend, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Next slide. Now, throwing in COVID with this whole situation, we have the holidays during COVID, and this is the first time that any of us have experienced this. So this is all new. That's a good reason to have a webinar like this where we can talk about, what are the issues and how are we approaching them. So if you look at the industries that are thriving, right, it's all the staples. It's the groceries, things that people need, the healthcare. And I know I'm in Massachusetts, and cannabis is considered an essential business because it is medicinal health, medicinal marijuana is healthcare. So we're positioned very well as someone in the cannabis industry or even the CBD product industry. We're positioned very well to thrive in this climate with the COVID. Next slide. So how are we adapting? We have a client here talk about Columbia Care, something that they did back in April, when the pandemic started. It started in late March. So they responded very quickly and implemented this called a virtual care. So it's a customer experience or a patient experience where using this software, a patient can go from seeing the doctor in a virtual setting all the way to getting their prescription filled, all on the phone or in their virtual setting. So that's how one cannabis dispensary adapted to the COVID situation. And I'm sure that everyone who's listening here can give their own story about what they needed to do to adapt to the COVID situation. Next slide, Ron. So now we're going to talk about the types of holiday season campaigns. So the first one here is to think about creating a branded holiday hashtag if you don't have one already. Something like taking your brand and making it hashtag. You see the example here with hashtag brand tip. So let's say go with Columbia Care. Let's say it's hashtag Columbia Care tips. And over here on the right, Varun is pointing out the CBD product. So hashtag CBD pets, for example. But it's good to be very specific with the hashtags and not generic. Something like hashtag happy holidays. That's not going to target the customers necessarily that you want, that are going to be relevant in purchase. So the next holiday season campaign is to really encourage engagement with the users. So for example, have a social share where you have a campaign, someone likes what you have to offer, and you encourage them to share that ad with a friend who might be interested. Also, increasing website traffic, having a specific landing page that will attract target clients that you're looking for, and also the purchases. The example on the right here is the giveaway program. So having a giveaway campaign where you can get a lot of people interested in your site and engaged, and you give them an incentive. You give them an incentive, giving away a product. The next campaign is a free gift, a product so again, this is something that's good for the Cyber Weekend, for the Thanksgiving Day weekend. You'll see that ad there on the right. It has that. So a free bottle for a purchase of $50 or more. So you're encouraging consumers to spend at a certain level so that they will get a free gift, and that will give them incentive to purchase more. So you're convincing them to make a positive action and giving them benefit to that. Next slide. And here we have the interactive content. So this is where they'll click on something, will interest them, they'll click on that, and then based on what they click on, they'll get different information that will further interest them. So what Varun is pointing out here is an example of this is the BuzzFeed style for business to consumer, or the infographics, the interactive infographics is something that's really preferred for the B2B business. And that's something we'll talk about later, how B2B is really increasing in the e-commerce space. Here we have notification, strategically push notifications to customers. Now here, the whole idea here is that people are being bombarded, right? But if you push something that is very targeted, that's really going to grab the consumer's interest, they're going to click on it. So if you look at the example here, you see pre-roll Fridays. You're close to your favorite store, stop in to pick up your special. So someone is driving by or they're walking by, and you know where they are. You're doing some geo marketing, so you can push the advertisement to the customer to get them to take action. Next one is the Google Shopping ad. So what's really important here is to differentiate yourself or your products in the Google Shopping ads. So how do you do that? I mean, when I look at this, the shopping, I look at, even in a retail store, just look at the items that are on the shelf. So there's ways that you can really make your product stand out, making sure that you have some very high reviews, the 5-star reviews, having good quality photography of each of the products. If your photography looks better than the product next to yours, someone's going to be more inclined to click on that. Pricing your products competitively, making offers, especially around the holidays, and making sure that you have key differentiating details in the copy of the shopping ad. Now we're going to talk about the changing e-commerce landscape and strategies to help the brands adjust to these new trends. So this is a big one, voice search. And I'm sure everyone who's listening to this webinar has experienced this, where voice search has really taken an uptick, especially during the COVID, and it's here to stay. So it's not only with the mobile devices, but it's also the voice assistants at home, the Google Assistant, the Amazon Alexa, and it's just easier to use. It's a hands-free. So we've definitely seen an uptick in the voice search. Next is the AI, which helps you learn about your shoppers. So in this slide, you see we have a screenshot of the Google Analytics. So you can use Google Analytics to really learn a lot about the consumer behavior and what they're clicking on, when they're clicking on it, timing, and all of that. So it's very important to learn as much as you can about your consumers so that you can then react to them, like we talked about the push notifications, things like that. Want to say something here, Brian, on this slide?
Yeah, Lorenzo, I think you rightly said that it helps you to learn about shoppers, and when we plan our campaigns to target about like we every business has a specific targeting and a specific demography, and I will say a special niche for as per their product. So what Google does is using their AI tools, they recommend you what kind of changes you should implement to make your ads work and to reach out to those audiences. For example, here on the right side, you will see Google is recommending you to adjust your bids so that you can get more conversions at lower or similar cost per acquisition. So that something is helping you to maybe increase your conversion. So it's saying that if you increase your um, maybe if you increase the bids on particular keywords, then probably you'll increase 644 conversions. So this is something is helping you to increase your sales. So I think that something is always helpful. So if you want to use that feature, it will help you to improve your conversions for your products.
We also need to consider the big data, right, that plays a big role here, because you really want to get as much personalized experience, personalized data of your consumers as possible. The thing that I want to note here, though, at the bottom where it says it's double-edged sword, because you hear this all over the news too, that privacy is an issue. So you certainly want to use the data that you can get your hands on, but understand that there's some data that you can't have access to. And just keep that in mind as you're doing your analysis and making assumptions or doing research around your consumer behavior. Okay, so this case study is actually real-time data. So this again is Google Analytics. This is a snapshot in time. So you can see that there's, for example, 33 active users. 42% of them are on desktop, 36% of them are on mobile, and 21% are on tablet. But you can also see here that of those active users, 9 came through by Facebook, one in, can we have a couple of referral sources there? So we're giving this as an example where you can go into Google Analytics and get that real-time data and see what's going on at any given point in time and what your consumer behavior is. And so it just adds to the consumer intelligence that you can get your hands on. And we talk about the chat bots and the shopping experience. So these are actually becoming more popular, and also consumers are responding very positively to it. So if you look at the graphic on the right, a consumer comes into your website and you offer several questions or to basically triage that customer and see what's most important for them. So in doing so, once they click on something, like let's say they click on what product is best for my pet, that question there, then to bring them to the page where there's pet products. So by virtue of the chatbot, you can actually customize the user experience, and it's more accessible to what the customer wants is exactly what you're showing them. So the mobile shopping experience, I don't think we can emphasize this enough. I mean, it's all about, designing your website mobile first, design. And you see the statistic here where 73% of sales by the end of 2021 will be on a mobile device. So it's really important to invest in the mobile experience that your consumers are having. The other thing I want to mention here, sorry about that, is the progressive web apps. And the progressive web apps actually further enhance the mobile shopping experience. And what we've seen statistically is that when you do use the progressive web apps, you see a decline in the bounce rate, and you also see higher conversion rates. So the progressive web apps really allow you to even further customize the mobile experience for your consumers. Okay. This is about headless API driven e-commerce. This is really important, especially in our industry with cannabis and CBD. And basically, what it is it's taking the front end of things. That's what you have con- control over, and then leaving the back end to a service, to the API layer. So in the cannabis industry, for example, an example of headless service would be trees or Dutchie. Varun, do you want to say anything more on this slide?
Yeah, Lawrence. So, as you rightly said, that is because I think as a business person, the focus is always that how can we maintain the look and feel of the website, or we can put more content around our businesses. We can put more social media sharing, buttons on the whole front page. So I think it's all about like how can we do content marketing on the website, but maintaining the back end is always a challenge. Maybe so it's like it's always a challenge to maintain the shopping cart, or maybe maintain the payment systems, or maintaining the inventory systems, or maybe it can be a further challenge for maybe a business that has a physical location, so they have to integrate POS system with the e-commerce. Then they also have to integrate their maybe CRM systems, or maybe their CMS system. So I think this is always good to have a kind of headless commerce system. That's Lauren was referring to Dutchy or maybe trees, so that they manage everything in the backend. And it is also good that you handle only the content marketing, SEO, and digital experience for the storefront, but the backend is handled by the other CMS systems or digital experience service providers like Trees or Dutchy.
Thanks, Varun. Next is the videos. And we've found that customers really like the videos, something that they can click on. It feels like it's interactive, and it actually gives them another dimension of the experience. So for example, we have the on the left, the image of the woman relaxing in a bath, with a very luxurious bath bomb. She's very peaceful there and calming. And then the video also adds some music to it. So again, it's another dimension of the customer experience that you want to. Can you turn that on?
No, that's not so maybe.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah. Next one. Subscriptions. So, you know, brand loyalty, right? If folks are loyal to your brand, may as well reward them with a subscription. It's kind of a win-win on both sides, right? Because they like your brand, and you offering them a subscription, gives them a way to be engaged with you. And then you can offer them products along the way, like maybe a product a month that that they would be interested in, but maybe not. And once in a while, offer them a product that maybe they hadn't tried before, but that they would like, based on other products that they've purchased in the past. Sustainability. So here, this is really again about knowing your consumer, and it's another dimension of knowing your consumer. Are your consumers really environmentally conscious? So looking at the packaging and making sure that your packaging is.
Sorry.
Yeah, so in this example on the right, you see the brown glass is actually more recyclable than other types of glass, the amber. It's called amberglass. So just as an example, if you know that your consumers tend towards, you know, having sustainability as a high value for them, then definitely offer them streamlined packaging. And here's something I referred to earlier, that B2B is really growing when it comes to e-commerce. It's not just B2C, the B2B market is really growing online. So it's again about, the consumer experience and, just using the existing supply chain that you have and getting it online so that you're more efficient, especially in this time of COVID. It's important to be able to offer services online in, you know, as well as brick and mortar, but give your consumers a choice. Now we'll go into the components of the winning holiday strategy, and I'll turn it over to Baroon, who will finish us
Thank
today.
you, Lauren. So I will talk more details into like what should be the components of our overall holiday strategy and what campaigns we should run, and with the help of some examples, maybe I can give you much detailed idea. So I think first thing is like having a very tightly organized campaign is very important. So this is the example I'm giving you using the Google ad campaign structure. So if you have a maybe advert account, then maybe we have multiple campaigns and ad groups and the keywords. So how it works is like, for example, you are a maybe a CBD store, and then you are selling maybe maybe you're selling either your own brand. So maybe you have simple categories. For example, you have a pet category, then you have one maybe a cream category, then you have probably maybe capsules category as a category of products. Then you can create multiple ad groups. So if you have, for example, on the pets, you have maybe CBD, maybe chewing CBD for the pets, or if you have capsules, then maybe you can create those ad groups as a separate ad group in that campaign, and those keywords can be targeted as well as the landing page should be very specific to that. So we should have a very tight organized structure so that it's very easy to find out that, for example, which category is running how much discount, and maybe what is a coupon code for that category of products. And then you can also track that back in your uh, in analytics, that how much is the sales for each campaign, and how many times that coupon code has been used from your campaign. So when we have that structure ready, so start with a simple paper, pen and paper, or maybe an Excel sheet, and create that structure first, and then start doing a keyword research. That, for example, if you are doing a holiday marketing campaign, then what should be the keyword research? And keyword research would be targeted specifically on the products that you carry on a store. So you have to just analyze what kind of products you are carrying, then what are the long tail keywords as a user who might search for like the relevant keyword. For example, somebody is searching for Black Friday deal for CBD cream, or maybe it can be cannabis delivery to my home, and maybe it's going to be a Thanksgiving offer. And maybe so it's like and so you have to find out what are the keywords that are relevant for your business, and and we need to target those keywords in that campaign, and then write the ads accordingly. After the keyword research is done, then maybe we have to, so this is an example that we have shown over here, that how have we done a campaign for our clients. Was, for example, this is a campaign for a holiday. We are targeting New York. Over here it's a search campaign, and then we have ad group as Thanksgiving sale, and you can see the keywords on the first column, where we are talking about products Thanksgiving shopping. So anybody who's searching for any CBD product and typing Thanksgiving and shopping, so maybe we will show that ad to the user. Similarly, you can see different keywords are combinations. So this plus means they are the broad match campaigns. So anybody is having these keywords, either promo codes or maybe gifts, then we will show the ads. Similarly, the second screenshot you can see for CBD capsule. I saw the Black Friday offer. So already anybody searching for these keywords, and if they are part of the search query that they are putting in Google search, they will see our ad. Similarly, the third one also shows the same thing, like CBD cream plus Cyber Monday. So we can see different keywords have been chosen for different campaign. This was for Black Friday, this was for the Cyber Monday, and then it was for the Thanksgiving. So we have covered all three occasions, and we changed that on maybe depending on the day the campaigns are targeting. So that is very important for us to consider when we are creating a campaign structure and the ad group structure, so that we can target the users as per the coupons they are searching for. Then the third most important part is the focusing on the ad copy. So you can see that here, because ad copy should be relevant. So when you are searching for a keyword that is for Black Friday, your ad copy should also mention about the Black Friday in the ad copy. So you can see on the right hand side, there's ad copy that talks about maybe we have blurred the name of the client, but it has a Black Friday. So we are talking about deal on Black Friday. Then buy one get one is a BOGO offer that we are giving to the consumers, and then we are saying that this deal is applicable for CBD shampoo, conditioners, detanglers, serums, scalp, and all that. And then we also have the uh, site links that users can go to, the topicals or the edibles on that. Then the second ad shows that is generally for the holiday special. So we are offering 20% off on holiday special. It's the biggest sale of the year, and we are talking about a very specific code that is gift for you. So gift for your friends, your family, your well wishers, and we're talking about the products that we have on aerosol oil, suppositories, tonics, etc. And then it has the call outs also. So this is very important to understand that if you have a right kind of a campaign, then you should have a right ad group, and then these ad groups should have right keywords and the ad copy, and also the relevant landing page that we'll talk about in the next slides. This is the kind of ad that we are talking about. This so the we talk about search ad, but there's also an option to work on the discovery ads. So discovery ads are a new kind of ads that have been launched by Google, and we can target Gmail. So we can see the top. We can target the Gmail. So the users who are logging into Gmail, and I think 90% people use Gmail as a mail service. So they will see our ad in their Gmail inbox, and we can see 50% off CBD products, and then we go down first time offer also. It's like when they click on it, they'll go to the landing page, and then you can see this ad. This is generally a responsive ad. So responsive ads are basically ads that get placed on the channels. So we are targeting YouTube over here. So when somebody is watching a channel or a video uh, that is contextual to our business, and then they will see this kind of banner playing maybe on the right side. Then this is like a custom audience for display ad. So depending on the business, we need to create a custom audience. So if you are cannabis delivery, your custom audience might be different, and if you're a CBD oil, if you are a hemp based or you're a pet CBD, then you need to have a custom audience campaign for display, and the messaging may change depending on the deals you're offering. Yeah, and deals should be very cut and clear. It should be very straightforward. It should be very straightforward to understand. It's very easy to understand because users are looking for deals. And as Laura was talking about in the first slide, that basically advertising is what consumers looking for. So consumers are looking for deals, and they know that uh, they will go for the best deals. It's not about brand loyalty. It's about what's best for them at this point of time. So I think we need to be very clear about offering what we are giving them at this point of time. Again, some of the ads that we have created for our clients. So we can see this Black Friday offer, Black Friday sale yet, our biggest sale yet, Black Friday plus Cyber Monday. And then there's another uh, ad that we have for us. It's for CBD client that we have offered. And this is the banner that we did for one of the client. It's very clear Black Friday sale, the offer we are giving. use codes, shop now. So very clear cut messaging so that users can understand, click on it, and go to the website and make a purchase. So this is again components of a holiday strategy. The thing is like using ad extensions. So adding ad extensions not only help you to give a very clear kind of a message, but also they increase the width of the whole ad. So if you use different ad extensions, you will see there are call outs like this. You can use call outs like low rates. We can talk about, for example, call outs like Black Friday sale, 50% off, maybe is free delivery. Then we can have review extensions, as you can see here. We can say maybe best company in CBD, and we can talk about maybe social extensions. So we can say maybe our Instagram followers or Facebook followers, or because Google, maybe Google Plus followers, or like this. And then we can talk about site link extensions where we can give different site links. Maybe if you have different categories of maybe creams, capsules, and then we can talk about different site links over here, and then users can click on it to go to the different landing pages that you can create for different categories of products. There's some example from our clients. So we can see this cloud extension we have done for our clients, like free shipping on orders, low and affordable rates, special holiday discount, 200 plus positive reviews is for call outs. And these are promotion extensions that we create for our clients, like Black Friday, 50% off your entire order. Is this again Cyber Monday, $50 off on orders above $200. This for the site link extensions. Like Black Friday starts Wednesday, pre-Thanksgiving sale, holiday gift guide. So depending on your own strategy, you have to use the relevant site links. And this is a structured snippet extension. So if you are carrying different products, we can talk about that in the structured snippet extension. Hemp cream, hemp seed oil, CBD pet products, etc. So this is the structure that you need to create before you launch your campaigns, so that your messaging is very clear on the extensions. Then there's again one more thing is leveraging the power of ad automation, because I think you'll be very busy when you are doing holiday campaigns. You might not get that much time to maybe go to the maybe ad accounts, maybe because there'll be multiple ad accounts running, multiple campaigns running, so it will be very hard to manage it manually because you must be busy in maybe shipping, maybe managing customers, maybe talking to customers, replying to them, etc. So you need to create a kind of a automation that can help you to manage your campaign. So maybe these automation can be done by using custom rules, and we can also write the scripts that will allow you to do that. So if you look at the next slide, these are the custom rules you can see on the right side. So create the rules like change daily budget when. So we can put this condition like, yeah, let's change our daily budget when we see maybe, for example, 100 conversions or maybe 50 conversions. So create benchmarks and then put those rules so that Google will take those rules and they will automatically change the rules to increase the sales and output for the campaigns. It can be pause campaigns when, it means like let's pause campaigns when maybe no conversions are there maybe for that day, or maybe it can be when we see that $100 are spent, pause campaigns if there's no sales. So we can create the rules. There are custom rules that can be created, and then we can leave it, and Google Ad will manage it by itself. If you need to write the scripts, you can also write the scripts over here, and that can be very dynamic script that can be done if you want to target different devices or locations, or maybe create the audiences. So maybe it depends that what do you want to change in the scripts, and you can write those scripts as per the business and targeting. Then I think then next is that how can we um, make this rush work for us. It means that a customer is not only going to search engines, it will also different channels, like they will be, for example, going to social media sites, or they will be browsing the maybe other websites on the web. So we need to have a very homogeneous kind of a messaging that can take place all across the web. So if you have messaging of a certain percentage of offer on the Google search, then you should also have the same kind of messaging of and offer on the Google social ad account as well. And then we should also have a retargeting maybe, and then we can talk about the same offer. So if you can see in the next slide, these are the Google search ads we have done for one of our client, and they are talking about a particular messaging and discount that we're offering in Google search. And similarly, we can see the same kind of offering and messaging and offer is going on in the social, in the Facebook and Instagram ads. So it's like being having a same omni-channel experience. That is very important for us, and so that users, if they look at our messaging in the Google, then if they go to the Facebook and see this ad again, they will have a brand recall, and then probably they'll click on it, and then we can re-engage user, and then probably we can sell them products. It's like creating sense of urgency on landing pages. So we can create, like for example, a landing page that highlights, maybe we are counting, so there's a timer that we put on the landing page, and then so that it shows the urgency and users can avail those deals before the timing is over. So this is very important to create urgency on your ads and then on the landing page, so that users can make a decision very fast. This is again with an example of the client we have done. So we did this offer for the Black Friday through Cyber Monday last year. We did 30% off, and then we put this timer, and we saw great conversions, a lot of conversions coming when we put that urgency. This is again example of paid social. So paid social is a very important part of the whole strategy. So when you are doing campaigns on Google, you should also do campaigns on maybe Facebook. So because what happens, even though Facebook may not see as much as conversions as you will see in the Google, you may get users at a very cheaper cost, and then we can create the retargeting campaigns in case they don't convert. So it will help you to acquire new customers at a lower cost on social media, and maybe re-engage them with the retargeting campaigns that we can do via other third-party tools like AdRoll or Perfect Audience, etc. So that's what we are talking about over here. It's remarketing. So remarketing, so you can see this image also shows the same thing. When a user comes to your site and leaves the site, and then we track that prospect, and when it leaves, we show them the ad again via ad roll or perfect audience, and then the user comes back to our website because they already know about our brand. So it will be easy for them to recall and click on the ad and maybe get the sales, and we get the sales for our business. So this can be done via creating this list on the Google Ad and Analytics. So we can create the list based on the goals. For example, a customer is coming to the website, so there are options. You can create a list based on all converters, people who converted on the site. So there's a list for that, and then we can also create the list. For example, people who came to the website, maybe they went to the cart but they abandoned the cart. So we can create a list for users who abandoned the cart, and we can also get a list of users who probably dropped off on product pages. So we can create this list and probably do a different campaigns so that they can be re-engaged, and we can sell them. And this is important because users are having a very low short it's very low span of time that they have, and they have very less attention to detail. But if you are showing these ads continuously, they may buy your products, and they may come back for the sales. This is a case study, so you can see how do these ads work. So somebody is going to High Times. It's a website that has here news. So if somebody goes over there, you can see those kind of banners over here. The world's most respected online web shop, and then somebody looks into it. Oh, I was there on the website other day. Maybe then he clicks on it again, and then it will take them again to the same website where they were left. Similarly, there's a small banner on the lower side. It's a small 30% off. We're just talking about 30% off. Use code WAVE30 award-winning products, and that's it. It's a very small banner and has a very highlighted offer on that, so that users know about the offers and they click on it to avail that offer. And I think with all that, email marketing is very important because email marketing gives you very uh, precise targeting. You already have list of emailers and the people who have already subscribed to your newsletters. So it is very easy to sell to the people who have already subscribed to your website or newsletters. And then uh, it is important to give them a special kind of offers because they have already subscribed to them, and maybe you can offer so that they can help, they can maybe give gifts to the friends and the family, and they can share that offer with their friends and family. So there are some examples of the campaigns we have done, like in on Halloween we did this campaign, 20% off all edibles, very clear messaging, very clear offer, very good creative. As Lauren was also saying that we should have a very uh, enticing kind of image that can help users to visualize what they are going to get from this. We did another campaign on Veterans Day that was just 2 days back, and we have got a good response on this campaign as well. So I think this is very important to do the email marketing. Seeing this holiday season, people are also expecting, and they are expecting that there'll be so many emails, and they'll be waiting for you to get a lot of offers. So amid all these, I think campaigns and maybe we because it's easy to launch campaigns, but it's also important to track the progress and to measure the effectiveness of the campaigns is also important. So I think we need to set up your analytics, and we also need to set up your campaign parameters and KPIs when we want to track the success of the campaigns. So we can use either Google Analytics, Google Search Console should be integrated with the Google Analytics so that we can understand the search behavior of the users, and then we can also see that how can we track the users based on their search behavior. And then maybe we can also use SEM Rush, that will help us to maybe give us more kind of our data to target those users, and maybe we can do some kind of competition analysis to see that uh, how are we performing against the competition. So it will always keep you in the healthy check, where you can adjust your campaigns, adjust the biddings, adjust the targeting and all that. Maybe in that way SEMrush gives you that ability. And website analytics, so there you always have a backend of the website that can be used to understand like which channels are performing, which channels are giving you more sales. So we can use these tools, maybe set up the KPIs, put the benchmarks, and then track the KPIs like impressions and clicks. How many impressions have been received, how many clicks have been received, what is the cost per click and click through rate, how can we improve it, maybe the spend and revenue. So I think this is a very talked about acronym, that ROAS, that is return on ad spend. I think that is the most talked about acronym in this e-commerce world, because this the whole objective is to get highest return from the campaigns, and I think we should focus on these as well. And there are other parameters like e-commerce conversion rate, assisted conversions, abandoned cart rate, add to cart rate, product performance, sales performance. So setting up these KPIs on analytics, tracking them on a weekly basis is very important so that we can adjust the campaigns. And once we do that, we can probably maybe optimize the campaigns for the better performance for the upcoming weeks. So that is the start of the season. This is just the beginning of the holiday season. We are in the middle of November. So, and I think Black Friday is just I think 1 week away. So we should start planning for the campaign, setting up the KPIs, and launching campaigns maybe in middle of the next week or something. So these are the KPIs that we can use. Some of the examples I'm showing you here from the last year performance. So when we did campaigns last year in 2019, we can see that Spokes PPC was the third highest revenue generator for our client on that season. and we generated a revenue of at least $237,000 in just 2 months of time. So I'm just showing this to you because it shows that how important it is to have a right strategy for the paid media campaigns, and it can give you very good results if you target uh, very specifically and in a very fine grained manner. And these are the coupon codes that we used for the sales. So we had different sales on different days, maybe brand campaigns, had the brand coupons and the sales. Then we had holiday coupon and holiday sales for that coupon. So we had different sales and different offers, and we generated, I think, good sales for our clients. So that is very important to understand that uh, all these strategies work together, like they work as a whole. So we need to focus on everything from the perspective of uh, giving user a better experience and better offer, and then tracking those by setting up the KPIs and optimizing campaigns uh, to get the best results. So that's it. Let's get into Q&A.
There's one question, Barun. Which tools are good to use for email marketing?
So I think there are a lot of tools that can be used for email marketing, but the best tools we have used, who have worked for us, are like there's a campaign monitor. There is a Robly that we have just used some time back, and it is also working. And there's a, I think, very popular tool as a Mailchimp, and then there is one more tool as Ninja Outreach that can be used as well. So but I think Clavio is another tool that is being used for the CBD and hemp and cannabis companies. So depending on the uh, email list, depending on the I will say the size of the company, I think we can use, because each tool has a different costing structure. But as a startup, if you are a startup, then on, or maybe mid-sized company, then I think Mailchimp will work well for you. And Clavio is another one that helps you to understand the user behavior, and probably it is also a good tool that has given good returns to our clients.
There's no other questions in the chat or the Q&A.
Okay, so so this is it. Thank you, everyone. And then we have some testimonials from our clients. So this is, I think, is a regular kind of slides.
Yeah. So there is one question now from Jules asking, when can I find this recorded after the webinar? So Jules and everyone else, give us a few days to download everything, and we'll post the recording as well as the slides in our website, and I'll give you the URL for that. It's spokesdigital.us, and then in the menu you go to webinars and events, but I'll post that now. So
Yeah, so you can also reach out to us directly using either free consultation on the website or our LinkedIn channels, and we'd be more than happy to uh, help you assist with your queries if you want to talk about offline. And if you have any queries on holiday campaigns, we can always help you to maybe understand in a much better way. So it's a free consultation. There's it's like a no commitment kind of thing, and you can always reach out to us with your queries. So, Aaron, do you have anything else?
I just responded to Jules. So if anyone wants the link to the webinar when it is posted, please go in the Q&A and you'll see it there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we always do a lot of research for the topics that we should research and present to you guys. So in case any of you have a feedback or any of you feel that there's some topic that you might want to maybe look at, maybe just let us know. You can also suggest some topics if you, in case you want to, or we will always help to research the latest topics that can help the businesses to grow, and that probably can help you to update your knowledge about handling your digital marketing campaigns for the online and e-commerce businesses. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining the webinar today, and we'll keep you posted about next upcoming topics.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon. Bye now.
Bye.